So I've had a few conversations with some folks over the past probably week or so about relationships and partners and what we want out of a relationship and what our partner should be able to provide. And I focus a lot on what I want as a woman because, I'm a woman. And a big factor for me that keeps coming up is age. Not that there's like a right or wrong age, but for me, it's definitely got to be older. And the reason that I feel that way is because I do believe that women mature faster than men. And when I go into a relationship, I want to be with someone who's more emotionally and spiritually advanced than I am, not someone that's less. And I tend to find that when I date guys that are closer to my age, that I'm either past them or we're at the exact same spot. And there's not really a challenge there for me that's encouraging me and pushing me to grow. And this isn't to say that it's my partner's responsibility to make sure that I continue on my life's path, but it certainly helps to be with someone who's been through stuff, who's had hard times, who's had to solve some problems, and who has more resources than I do, someone that can actually help. And for those who would say, well, why aren't you also bringing that to the table? Well, let me ask you this. How many men do you know who will want to date a woman that's smarter than them, that's more emotionally and spiritually advanced than them, and that will be happy in a long-term relation where that's always the case? I don't know that many men will want that. Typically, men want to be the more knowledgeable, experienced ones in a relationship and to be able to provide knowledge and guidance and care for their partner. There's nothing demeaning about that to women. There's nothing oppressive about that at all from what I see. So I just wanted to talk about this and just put this out there. And I know there's like a lot of women nowadays that are dating younger guys, and I feel like that's more common among older women, like maybe 40 plus, that tend to do that. And that's a totally different conversation. But as far as long-term relationships or marriage, I think that Mary Mac's quote here is important to consider. What skills is your partner bringing to the table? What actual skills that'll be useful in day-to-day living does your partner have? What experiences have they been through? What hardships have they been through? All of that's going to be super, super useful. Because if you and your partner are at the same place, or if your partner has had less life experiences than you, then as a woman, you may be the one that's trying to sort out and figure out the problems. And I don't know about you, but having to do that for the rest of my life, always be one step ahead, is the thought of that does not sound appealing at all. So, I would love to have a conversation with y'all about this. If you have any comments, please put them below. If you have any thoughts, put them below. If you disagree with everything I said, tell me. If you agree with everything that I said, tell me. I just sort of want to open up this container and talk about this topic of age in relationships and women dating older guys, guys dating younger women. And if you feel like there's ways that it could be done properly and ways that it shouldn't be done, or stories that you've had or experiences that you have. And for men too, if you've dated younger women, on older women, please leave your perspectives. I'm really curious what everyone else's experiences have been in this case. For me personally, I've dated quite a few older guys, and I cannot tell you how relieved and amazed I felt when I had like a big like issue and they were able to just fix it. They just knew exactly what to do, and they're like, no, we're gonna do this, and then it was done. And that was just so reassuring. Versus when I've dated guys my same age, that doesn't happen. It's more like, oh man, that sucks. What are we gonna do? You know? So yeah, I would love to hear y'all's perspective.